What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today with the August 2025 Reno-Tahoe International Airport update for you all. I hope each and one of you are all excited for today's airport update, as we have a bunch of exciting developments. We got some aircraft changes, some transitions into the fall, and overall just a bunch going on here at Reno. So with that all being said, excuse me, everybody. Let's not waste any further time and go ahead and get started. And this is why eating before filming is always tough. But nevertheless, let's get started. So starting with the Southwest, Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's coming in from Las Vegas, and now is going to be making a flight today over to San Jose. So looking very nice here for the West Coast routes. We have several of those. Let's get ready for some really cool special liveries here. We got the Triple Crown 1 Southwest 737-800. This aircraft's currently making a flight in from Dallas Love Field, and now it's going to be heading up to San Diego. So certainly a pretty cool pairing here on this 800. You're going to be seeing a bunch of those variants in today's airport update. And then you have the 737 MAX 8 Amuma 1. Great to get this in here finally at long last. Seems like it kind of stuck out there for a little bit, but I'm glad to have it in. This aircraft's currently making a flight today, heading over to Austin, and came in earlier today from Houston Hobby. So really glad to feature some very cool Texas routes there that Reno is very fortunate to have. Most cities in this area for Southwest don't have those, so very glad that we do here at the airport. We got the Southwest 737-700. This aircraft's getting ready to head over to Los Angeles today and came in earlier from Denver. So more routes over in this region that are very vital to their success. So of course, we'd love to see that. And just for fun, let's just go ahead and get kind of a backlit shot on the Southwest 737 MAX 8. This aircraft, once again, Las Vegas, but this aircraft came in earlier today from, let's see here, I believe we have not mentioned any Long Beach at all lately. So let's go Long Beach, because that is a pretty vital route here to the network, and certainly always great to get to feature the Long Beach operation here at the airport. So certainly glad to feature that. It is a really cool one, and overall it's looking very strong. So of course we'd love to see that. Next, we got the Sun Country Boeing 737-800. Very good to get it over here at this gate. This aircraft's coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul, of course. Vital route to the entire network here, and certainly very cool to have the competition from them and Delta. So it certainly provides options for all passengers alike, and it's certainly a very pivotal piece of the network. So definitely glad to see this. Sun Country continues to enhance their landscape of what they do. So it's certainly pretty fascinating here, to say the least. Good Delta Airlines Boeing 777-200 right there, heading out to the LA Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. We know how vital this connection is. We love our East Coast red eyes, so definitely a fun one to get to feature here at the airport as always. And yeah, very appreciative of Delta's efforts, and certainly no doubt is a very cool route here that they have at the airport. So again, this aircraft's heading out to Atlanta, so of course we'd love to see that. And then I haven't looked at the schedule extension, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us whether this continues into next month or not. I think I went to October last year, I believe. But anyway, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A319 coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. This has certainly been a very fascinating one to watch with all of its inconsistencies after the month of August. So I'm eager to see what it's going to be looking like. So we'll definitely keep our eye on it closely. It'll certainly be fun to watch as we continue to move forward. So Delta, once again, on the 319, heading over to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Excuse me, everybody. Next up, we have this JetBlue Airbus A220. This aircraft's heading out to New York John Kennedy today. This is also going to be another big storyline as we move into the fall. What's going to happen with this, as I haven't got a chance to look at this one either. So yeah, certainly leaving quite a few surprises up in the air, but changing life here is, enabled me not to have the chance to look at any of that. So it'll certainly be a surprise when we come back here in the fall. So definitely looking forward to all of it, and it'll certainly be very fascinating at the very least. So of course, we'll be keeping our eye on it. Next up, we have the Spirit Airbus A320neo. This aircraft's making a service today coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's heading out to Los Angeles, as we have some services here to Los Angeles this month, and also the A321neo is also flying in too. So definitely really cool to see all of the action, and really happy about all of what's going on here. So great to see Spirit. They've been an excellent airline here at the airport, and very excited for what's to come here as we continue to move into the future. So that will certainly be very fascinating to watch here, to say the least. So very excited to see how that all pans out very soon. We also have this Delta Embraer 175, and this aircraft's going to be making a flight today, heading on over to Los Angeles, as this has been a very fun one to watch as well, but it's got some competition right next to it, so very cool. And it's crazy to think that JetBlue was just flying that even, I think it was last summer when they cut it. It was sometime around then, but yeah. Crazy to think about all the changes. We've certainly seen quite a bit here at Reno. When it started, we had service to Boise and a couple other places, and then obviously Allegiant's been through here. We lost Frontier for a little bit. Frontier's back. We had all kinds. Alaska Dash 8s were here as well. That was certainly just crazy to think that all of that's changed since then. And we had Alaska Dash 8s up until a couple of years ago when they retired. So certainly it's been very fascinating to watch, but these airport updates have been fun, and we've covered it all, it seems like. So it's been definitely very noteworthy. Let's head on over here to the United gates where we got this Embraer 175. This aircraft's coming in today from Los Angeles and it's going to be heading back out there, so hope to see some mainline there at some point. But at this moment, we got the Embraer 175s 3 times a day. You get this United Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's currently coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and now it's going to be heading to Houston George Bush. So great to see this service continue, or these services rather. Houston's not doing crazy good. It's only once a week, but we do have our flight over to, let's see here. That's our service to Chicago, which continues to be very strong, and rightfully so, since it's just them and Southwest. And Southwest, I don't even think is operating it daily right now anyway. So it's definitely United's route to win there. So of course we love that. Excuse me, everyone. I'm so sorry. Okay. Got the United Airlines 737-800 service to Denver. You can catch this multiple times a day, so this is definitely a very vital piece of the network, and overall really glad to see it right there. So looking good on the United A319. 737, and then this A319 is currently coming in today after a flight from San Francisco. It's going to be heading back out there. So all the mainline going strong. Reno's a very strong mainline station, especially with all those Denver flights. So love the capacity. United continues to kick it up here at Reno. American Airlines continues to stay kind of okay, or what they are. Here's the A319 heading over to Phoenix. So not too bad. You got some Maxes and 738s too. And then this 737-800 making the flight out to Dallas today. Very standard there. Love our service to Dallas, and certainly been a very strong player here at the airport. So of course, we absolutely love to see that. Next up, we have our Volaris Airbus E320neo, and this aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, heading out to Guadalajara today. Sorry about that camera work. Looking very strong here on our Guadalajara service, as we have it 5 times a week, of course. And whoa, I didn't even mean to pan back to that aircraft, but overall very strong, and definitely very glad to get the feature here at the airport today. It's looking very nice. Got the Alaska Boeing 737 MAX 9 heading on to Seattle today. Great turnaround there, and glad to feature all the mainline here at the airport today. So it's certainly been fun to watch, and eager to see what happens next. So we'll certainly keep close tabs on it, of course. And we also have this Alaska Embraer 175, and this is the SkyWest one, which is currently making a flight today, coming in from none other than Los Angeles, and now it's going to be heading out to Portland. So great to see all the frequencies there. Alaska continues to have a pretty strong commitment and sharehold here at the airport, and they provide many great options here for our West Coast passengers. So certainly love to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our taxiway. We're going to find this Piper Cherokee, which is going to be heading out to Houston today, and with multiple stops, but we'll say its first stop's going to be over in Roswell. Got the JSX Embraer 145. This aircraft's coming in from Burbank, and now it's going to be heading out to Long Beach. So Orange County. So looking very strong. Obviously, we have the other routes that are going strong too, that are still very new. So love that. Got the DHL Boeing 737 Freighter. This aircraft's making a flight today, heading on over to, let's see, Los Angeles, and came in from Phoenix. So quite an awesome staple that's been. And the middle aircraft always gets shaded. This time it's the FedEx 77. Coming in from Great Falls, Idaho, and heading out to Memphis. So love to see that for sure. And our Las Vegas and Denver machines, the Frontier Airbus A320. Of course, this is supposed to be a Neo, but Griswold's super cool, so gotta get Griswold Bear in here. So that's exactly what this aircraft's doing. Just pretend it's a Neo. It's pretty close at the end of the day. And then we have the awesome Gulfstream G650ER, which is taxiing out for Tulsa. How about that? And came in earlier from Guam. So love to see that. That's a very cool flight. So really happy about that effort. FedEx Boeing 767-300 Freighter coming in from Memphis, and is going to be making a turnaround out there. UPS Airbus A300, which is going to be making a flight today over to, let's see here, UPS A300 Freighter. This is Louisville turnaround, looking very nice. And we got the C-130 based here in this aircraft, currently just doing some local flights around the area. So typical circuit training and so forth. That's exactly what that aircraft is up to here as we speak. So we absolutely love to see that. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this Reno-Tahoe International Airport update. It was a great summer here. Really great to see all the changes and so forth. Seemed like the majority of the model airports didn't have like any too much crazy news in the realm of new routes and so forth. It was just a really nice summer for frequencies, capacity. Reno certainly saw a bunch of that, so of course we love that. Oh yeah, very excited for what's to come. I'm filming this in May, so it's always fun to just reflect on, what's coming up and so forth, and I'm eager to see how this airport pans out and how life is all panning out by the time I'm uploading this here in August. But pre-recording's awesome, and considering I'm not going to be here very much this summer, it's awesome to get ahead, and then I'll be right back to it before I know it. So it will be just a little while from a real standpoint, but from the actual being in the room standpoint, it's not going to be a very long turnaround. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I hope all of you are excited for it. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love you do. My name's CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. CM Aviation is signing off.